The little boy just touched the baby girl's head. After 10 years of silence he suddenly spoke. The woman was shocked and overjoyed to make her son speak again. She had spent years traveling seeking doctors and cures, but nothing ever worked. She never expected her son's mutism to be cured like a miracle. Looking at the baby girl, she felt pity in her heart. So she decided to take the baby home and care for her. But the woman didn't know yet. This kind act would bring endless good fortune to the military governor's residence. The baby girl was actually a reincarnated lucky star, able to turn misfortune into blessings. But because she was born on the same day as the concubine's child, she was mistaken as a bringer of disaster. The real source of misfortune was wrongly seen by her father as a blessing. So he ordered the butler to abandon the baby late at night. The abandoned baby could only silently seek help from passers-by. Unexpectedly her cries for help were heard by the young master of the residence. And that was how the story began. When the woman heard her son speak, she was overwhelmed with emotion. Believing it was all thanks to the baby girl, she decided to raise her as her own daughter. After returning to the residence, the woman spoiled the baby like a little princess. Feeling loved, the baby girl beamed with joy. The dark cloud over the household seemed to vanish. Good news followed one after another. The old madam who had been in a coma for a year suddenly woke up, and her condition greatly improved. Even the doctor couldn't help but marvel, saying it was a miracle. Looking at the baby girl, the old madam instantly saw she was a child with a blessed aura. Learning she was the one her grandson brought home, she was filled with affection and immediately took off her gold locket as a gift. After receiving the gift, the baby girl wanted to thank the old madam, and in the next second restored feeling to her legs. The doctor was shocked after checking, saying her condition, which normally takes half a year to recover, had healed completely on the spot. The old madam firmly believed the baby was the lucky star bringing fortune to the family. But the good times didn't last long. The butler rushed in with urgent news. The textile workers had heard the military governor's fate was uncertain. Fearing unrest, they all went on strike, demanding their wages and to quit. The woman was deeply worried. The textile mill was the main source of military funds. If all the workers left, the army would immediately lose financial support. But most of the household's silver had gone with the military governor. There wasn't enough money left to pay the wages. Without hesitation, the woman gave the butler her years of collected jewelry to sell. Sensing her anxiety, the baby girl immediately brought luck. Soon there were surprised shouts from the yard. A servant weeding the garden accidentally dug up gold bars. The woman rushed over to see, and was stunned on the spot. More gold bars were soon brought in by the servants. She remembered the mansion used to be an old general's residence generations ago. Maybe the treasure had been hidden during a house raid long ago. She made a quick decision, and told everyone to dig around the courtyard. It didn't take long for gold bars to be found all over the yard. After counting, there were over 100 gold bars in total. The woman was overjoyed, rewarded the servants with a few bars, and told the butler to exchange the rest for silver, to pay the striking workers at the gate. Seeing she kept her promise, the workers quickly gave up the idea of leaving, and chose to stay and continue working. Soon more good news came from the residence. The eldest daughter-in-law, who was 6 months pregnant, had an unstable pregnancy, and was at high risk of miscarriage. But after taking a herbal remedy bought by a maid from a peasant woman, the fetus miraculously